Ladies, if you are menopausal as fuck, stress eating is fucking up your fat loss, you're at Costco, I got the full day layout for you. So I went over already in another reel, the supplements in the morning. I went through like the Nuri shakes with the psyllium husk to have that protein and fiber. Now, stress eating, for the most part, it's not a discipline thing. It's not a willpower thing. It's typically what you're doing or not doing throughout your day or the night before or the sleep that's actually causing you to have these dopamine drops to where you're searching for dopamine. Now, if you're menopausal as fuck, your dopamine's already down. So you're probably already hunting all day long for these little dopamine spikes in the form of sugar, in the form of sweet and salty, in the form of alcohol, in the form of sugar. You're looking for these little dopamine spikes. So to get that down, obviously I went through the supplement routine already, but food routine, again, that first meal, you want to have that Nuri or any other protein for about 20 to 30 grams of protein, and then you want to have about 10 to 15 grams of fiber. So the protein is going to boost your dopamine. The fiber is going to help you kind of blunt the cortisol spike and blunt the spike from the actual caffeine that you're going to drink before that. So the next thing you're going to do is your dopamine is actually going to naturally drop every 2.5 to 3.5 hours. So you do want to make sure your scheduled eating is between that period, so you don't let that dopamine drop too much. And then again, you're doing those dopamine hunts with the sugar, with the carbs, with the alcohol. So meal 2 is always going to be some sort of carbohydrate, more complex, as well as some protein. So what you could do if you didn't have a protein shake in the morning, you could have something like some Orgain, because I'm right in the supplement aisle right here. So you can do something like Orgain protein powder, and then you can use some Coach's oats, the steel coats, and you can put them overnight. That's a really simple one. Now, if you did have a protein shake, I wouldn't fill up your entire day with just processed shit. So you can have something like some egg whites mixed in some overnight oats or mixed in some just overall oatmeal with some cinnamon. That's bomb, actually. So the protein and carb, the reason you're going to have that is because naturally going to raise your GLP-1 secretion, which is going to help you decrease your appetite, slow your stomach motility down so it keeps you fuller, and just decrease your overall food noise. The other thing with carbs is it refills glycogen. Whenever you're having a glycogen drop, that's the worst thing you can do because your brain thinks it's in danger and then your cravings go up. So on that second meal, you're looking for about, again, probably about 20 to 25 grams of protein and about 20 to 30 grams of carbs with that as well. So meal 3, this is going to go back to that protein and fiber focus. This is going to be lunch. If you're at Costco, obviously you can go with avocados, really good. Doesn't have to be organic because the avocados have a hard shell, so that pesticides aren't going to break through the shell. But at Costco, they seem to be actually better quality if you did get organic for whatever reason. So, that's also something to consider. But avocados have 8 to 12 grams of fiber. And then you can obviously go to, like, if you are just kind of in a pinch, you can get the pre-cooked steak, you can get the Amy Lou's chicken meatballs, or you can actually go get the rotisserie chicken, have the rotisserie chicken breast. Or if you're not in a pinch, you can obviously go get any of the meats that you want, or some egg whites or whatever it is. I'll throw a list up here of proteins that you can kind of choose from. You can also DM me No Prep Costco. I'll send you my full No Prep Costco list. And I'm eventually going to part 2 this with the rest of your day, but set yourself up for success with the first half of your day. If you want the full blueprint, DM me Stress Eating Blueprint. I'll send it to you ASAP.